Technology plays a significant role in our everyday lives. Our existence would not have been easier or faster without technological improvements. The technical advancements in several domains have made possible the modernization that the world is witnessing today. Furthermore, it has aided in minimizing the dangers that people have to undertake in numerous industries, such as mining. The jobs are now less dangerous and more efficient now that new tools are accessible. The era of new technology has become one of the most essential factors in making our everyday lives convenient in terms of work, transportation, entertainment, and many other activities. In light of the evolution in the means of discovering, acquiring, and developing information, the great development of technologies to mankind has in one way or another led to a scientific and cognitive revolution. This has reflected positively on the human knowledge bounds, thus increasing the inventions that have facilitated human existence. Many people, that includes me, can imagine a time when technological advances at a fast pace on a daily basis. We began to purchase the novelty as well as appreciate the revolution as a result of creating things that had never seen before. New technologies such as the internet, smartphones, and social media have also clearly altered how we interact with one another. To begin with, no one can disagree that connectedness is one of the most significant ways that modern technology has improved social interaction. Without a doubt, smartphones combined with the internet have made us more connected than we have ever been before. Not only we can communicate with anybody at any time, but we can also do it in a variety of ways, with apps like Facebook and Instagram, allowing us to connect immediately with friends and family all over the world. The number of people we can reach is no longer a constraint. With a stroke of a button, technology that was previously regarded as a cutting edge can now be used by both young and old to reach not just individuals, but entire communities or even countries. Consider planning a getaway with your family. Booking flights and arranging accommodations is now a piece of cake. New technologies can be utilized to reach and influence wider audiences on a larger scale. Technology has become a much more crucial component of everyone's day-to-day lives. Even if technology has made life easier for all of us, it has also brought with it a number of negative consequences that we must not overlook. Although technical improvements are beneficial to us, we appear to have been more reliant on them in recent years. While there are some benefits, I believe that modern technology has had a bad impact on our social interactions as well. Take social media for example. It is a well-known fact that these platforms are addicting and promote risky behavior. Furthermore, people are no longer having meaningful talks. They are more concerned with their devices and their online popularity, which has only served to encourage the use of these technologies. It's a vicious circle to be sure. Bullying, particularly cyberbullying, is another negative factor. When it comes to encouraging hate or leaving unpleasant comments on an Instagram post, for example, the internet allows individuals to communicate with each other with no repercussions. Moreover, new technology gives a sort of secrecy, allowing people to hide their identity behind their fingertips and say things they would never say face-to-face. Cyberbullying is merely the tip of the iceberg. Study shows that the suicide rates among younger generation have risen dramatically. Increased pressure from these applications, in my opinion, is creating a generation that is unhappy, dissatisfied, and obsessed with unrealistic expectations of perfection. Taking everything into account, technology is unquestionably beneficial to humanity. It is even more critical for our country's economic development. Modern technology has succeeded in decreasing human effort and danger in a wide range of activities. Nevertheless, it is up to us to determine how best to utilize the technology at our disposal. Technological advancements have made us more connected than our forefathers could have ever imagined, allowing us to instantly connect with anyone, anywhere in the world. However, it is not all sunshine and rainbows, as technology also brings new pressures, which can have the inverse effect. I hope that in the future, further advances in technology targeted at improving socially meaningful contacts will be made. People must be aware of the risks associated with such technology and its possible detrimental implications.
Technology today is evolving at such a rapid pace, enabling faster change and progress. causing an acceleration of the rate of change until eventually it will become exponential. However, it is not only technology trends and top technologies that are evolving. A lot more has changed this year due to the outbreak of COVID-19, making IT professionals realize that their role will not stay the same in the contactless world. What does this mean for you? It means staying currently with new technology trends, and it means keeping your eyes on the future to know which skills you'll need to know to secure a safe job tomorrow, and even learn how to get there. Technology, which brings together tools to promote development, use and information exchange, has its main objective making tasks easier and the solving of many problems of mankind. The development of new technologies helps to save lives. It improves work and makes the world better.
My name is Marfel Padiranga from BSHM 1 first year. Technology has its advantages, such as when in cinemas, all people will fall in line to get their ticket in a place near the theater or in the cinema. But now that we have a new technology, it becomes less hassle because we have a modern technology which also helps and allows us people to buy ticket online and research, and it gives us the privilege or chance to reserve a ticket unlike before. So another example is that people go to places without knowing where they're intended to go, such as what is the best food that that place has to offer, where they sleep, and other activities, because most people who travel before only bring maps, and we all know that map only offers information about the location. However, now that we have modern technology, people have the ability or privilege to explore online, identify amazing destinations that offer accommodations and other activities, and book tours online, making the vacation less stressful. When it comes to the internet and electronics, children tend to be more hard-headed, and that is the technology's disadvantages. Because children or adults lose touch with important things, particularly when following their parents or parents' demands or doing schoolwork or office works. The internet also poisons our minds. For example, on social media, we prefer to replicate a person's lifestyle even if it does not suit ourselves or our lives and personalities, and this leads to a false identity that harms others, such as scamming or becoming a con artist. Technology is now very accessible to almost every one of us, especially the kids, in that we should be aware and check the children's activities on social media or what is up to, especially or what they are up to, especially now that most of the time they are on their gadgets or in social media. So technology today is evolving as such a quick rate that it enables fast change and advancement, leading the rate of change to increase the point where it will eventually become dynamic. However, it is not just technology trends and top technologies that are changing. Much more has changed this year, especially during or the result of breakout of COVID-19. Virtual reality or VR is an artificial environment that is created with software and presented to the user in such a way that the user believes and accepts it as a real environment. Virtual realities artificially create sensory experience such as sight, touch, and hearing, as well as smell. The goal of this is to create virtual environment without the boundaries we usually associate with TV or computer screens. Some of the future application of virtual reality are education and training. Also, virtual reality can be used for urban regeneration and planning and transport of projects. The advantages of virtual reality is that it enables user to explore places, and through virtual reality user can experiment with an artificial environment. It also makes education more easily and comfortable. Aside from its advantages, it also has its disadvantage, which is people often live in the virtual world instead of dealing with the real one. Next is the augmented reality or AR. Is a live, direct, or indirect view of a physical real-world environment whose elements are augmented by computer-generated sensory inputs such as sound, video, and graphics, or GPS data. Its advantage is it increases users' knowledge and information. Disadvantages is it is quite expensive to use in everyday life, and it might be less accessible for small businesses and may be inappropriate in some situation.
Hey there, I am Fabio Moreno. The world and our everyday life continuously evolving and growing of innovations in new technologies. Many things that were only yesterday's vision of the future is now reality. We rely on technology to communicate information, clean our clothing, cook our meals, and get from one location to another. Given the fact that technology is always developing and improving everywhere, these latest technological trends provide excellent job opportunities now and in the future. And because most of these trending technologies are looking on skilled individuals, now it's time to pick one, get trained, and jump on board while they're in the early stages, putting you in a position to succeed now in the future. Since current technology are easily accessible in today's society, everyone can experience that what it's like to live with ease and comfort. The majority of older generation believes modern technologies are too difficult to use. Technology's goal is to enable effective data exchange in order to address some of society's most pressing issues to assist individuals and businesses in becoming more innovative, efficient, and productive. A new future is on the horizon, one that is not what the world had anticipated. There will be no room for business which is stick towards the history as the future emerges.
Technology in human era. Human races have been believed to exist in two theories being introduced, the eighth evolution theory and the first human upon myths and religious writings. Technology has been used by researchers in understanding the human races. Researchers believe that the first human has a lifestyle of a caveman that believed to live the living of hunting. Technology gives the recreation of understanding upon mythical gods and goddesses of all ages that they believe as their creator and their god in those ages. One human era could prove the existence of theories that have been told by researchers through the old technologies. Old technologies consider the stone carving, status of gods that they worship, and creativity of accessories that are made of teeth that give proof of old age, being the hunter of their ages, and proofs of how people consider arts to be an antique proof of their existence and changes and indifference throughout the development of time. We could say that in today's generation, life can be independent to the idea of technology and credits of importance of technology in our lives. we consider to use technology as the foundation of today's living and existence. Researchers can give proof that technology have been evolving and developing throughout the days. Adaptation of old age can still be seen in today's technology, inspired by the recent technology of today. We could say that the old age has been the foundation of development of today's technology because we aim to enhance its existence.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ronald Jane Pagaling, and this is my ideas about new technology produced in 2021. Technology today is at such a quick rate that it supports faster change and development, leading the rate of a chance to accelerate to the point that will eventually reach exponential. However, it is not just technology trends and the top technologies that are changing. Much more has changed this year as a result of the breakout of the COVID-19, which has made IT professionals recognize that their jobs in the contactless world of the future will not be the same in 2020 and 2021. An IT professional will be living all the time, learning and relearning out of this necessity is not desired. Technology now is progressing at fast pace. Artificial intelligence and augmented reality, for examples, are altering the laws of business. In the field of technology, there are always new innovations and products just like robotics, mobiles, gadgets, and we have advanced technology also. Technology changed a lot because of the pandemic. The learning of the students also changed, just like now we're having online classes. The teachers are adjust themselves because of this pandemic. That's all. Thank you.
Our era today is modern due to scientific technology advances. For example, the internet. We get to know new things, explore new hobbies, and widen our knowledge. Life has become simple and easier for us, be it inside the house, in the workplace, in the learning place, or even in the street. It is currently available to practically everyone in this world. It is not impossible to assume that everyone in this world owns at least one technological devices. Besides, technology is not enclosed to the expensive and high-end devices. Machines that can do simple tasks on a regular basis can already be termed technology. Nonetheless, despite the usefulness and favorable traits, technological innovations also have significant downsides. To be more specific, these issues are ethical in nature and affect both the machine and humanity. There is a strong connection between technology and humans all over the world because, as some will claim, technology has become a requirement for individuals. However, maintaining ethics in the field of technology is still important to make sure that technology is not harmful to people.
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Emery-Bohok. So I'm going to share my ideas about the new technology produced in 2021. So as I researched, there are 10 latest technology, and the first one is the artificial intelligence, and the second one is the 5 and enhanced connectivity, and the third one is the edge computing, and the fourth one is the Internet of Behaviors, or LOB or LOB, and the fifth one is the quantum computing, and the sixth is blockchain, seventh is the cyber security, and the eighth is human augmentation, ninth distributed cloud, and the 10th is the augmented reality and virtual reality. So in this year 2021, this will be the top as I've mentioned, that will be the top technology developments you should all be aware of. So you've already figured out that all of these tech trends connect in some way, and the artificial of the 5G tech trend, for example, would have a positive effect on LOT, AR, and VR, among other things. So as a result, you won't have to think about which tech trend is right for you, because learning about these advancements would broaden your awareness and give you an advantage over the competition. So understanding these technological developments would undoubtedly provide you with more excellent career and business prospects. Thank you, that's all.
Good day everyone, I am Romana May El Naval and I'm going to talk about technology. Technology is science or knowledge put into practical use to solve problems or invent tools that are useful. Technology evolves through time. It is created to make our works better or easier. Some of the latest inventions this year are artificial intelligence. With this, it will be easier to have a technology with their own understanding, virtual reality and augmented reality, 5G that makes browsing the internet faster, cybersecurity that provides us the security we need. That is all. Thank you.
We are living in the world that makes our life becomes new normal. The movement, the knowledge, the communication that we have is become a new normal to us because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And because of that, COVID-19 pandemic becomes the catalyst in creating new product technology in 2021. And these products are artificial intelligence, robotics, drones, and vehicle automation, 5G, and enhanced connectivity, and many more. But I focus on this because these are the things that I have researched. Artificial intelligence. We can learn it in speech recognition, navigation apps, smartphone, personal assistants, ride sharing apps, and so much more that we can learn and adapt in artificial intelligence. Robotics, drones, vehicle automation. In this vehicle automation, we have known that we have problem in transportation because of this COVID-19, and we are facing a lot of problem because of this social distancing, and makes the transportation not are needed. 5G enhanced connectivity. As a students, like, we faces a lot of problems, and the problems become stressful to us, but thankfully because of the research that they constantly researching, scrutinizing, and testing new products, and also this product makes our life easier. 5G enhanced connectivity makes the problem that we face becomes efficient and become helpful to us, and makes our connectivity faster and easier.
Good morning everyone. I am Vivian Kate Makalisang, and we were going to tackle about the common era's human condition. For a very long time, humans were content with their relationship with nature. And the first man-made extension happened during 12 years ago as a result of hunting and territorial disputes. The Holocene extension, also known as the sixth extension, and we also have the Anthropocene extension, occurred between 100 and 200 years ago and continues to the present day. It refers to the ongoing extension of a number of species, both flora and fauna, as a result of human activity. They are motivated by a primal need in order to survive and gain the advantages in terms of development and the adaptability of humans were advised to drive off other megafaunas and that threaten a potential hunting spot and eventually setting grounds. We have Here's are the four parts of the common eras. The first one we have the rate of mortality, which means advantages and technology, fewer women and children during childbirth, ensuring a healthy population and strong workforce, medical care, and also for premature infants allows them to survive and develop normally. So the next one we have also the average life expectancy. So means aside from the fact that people are less likely to engage in combat and die from treatable disease now than they were then, science is able to prolong lives by improving the living condition and discovering new treatments for most diseases. So the next one we have the rate of literacy, access for education, informed public, which determine a more just society. And the last one we have the gross domestic product, which means although it is not indicators of the average person's lifestyle in a given given country, it is also a frequent use to determine the value of the country's goods and services produced within the territory over a given time period. Okay, let's now proceed to the essence of technology. Humanity has come a long way from our primitive ways and developed that we were previously the data presented above are just a few indicators of the path we've taken as a species, and there are no signs of slowing down. In their heavenly technology, we see ways and means in nature utilize and achieve growth, and then a goal that we believe will result in betterment. And of course, the last one we have the backtracking of the human condition, which means regardless of the consequence, technology initial promises prove to be true. Overall, the human condition improved, but only if we measure improvement by the level of comfort, various scientific level of breakthrough, and improve lifestyle of those who could afford to do so. And also various machine help to extend lives by assisting those with disabilities, improving efficiency in industrial workplace. And that's all. Thank you.
Good with people. If you don't start a conversation, we won't have one. We won't have one. If you don't start a conversation, we won't have one. We won't have one. Don't start a conversation, we won't have one. I'm not very good with people. If you don't start a conversation, we won't have one. We you don't start a conversation, conversation, we won't have one. We won't have one. Not very good with people. If you don't start a conversation.